40,000 places in our galaxy. So if there are a billion stars in our galaxy, that sort of, makes sense. And then he says, of the 40,000, the energy transmissions that he's given to me and in the past to Atlanteans and to the early Hebrews was also given out to 18,000 planets in the galaxy. So it's not just a local phenomenon, it's a pretty interesting, widespread phenomenon. Now, I don't really know why exactly I was picked or there was this interaction. I discussed possible reasons. Maybe my academic background was a factor. Maybe the fact that I was interested in transcendental meditation and practicing that a long time was a factor. I really don't know why, I was picked. But I'm very comfortable in talking to groups of people. I have no trouble standing in front of my peers and speaking, which I understand is one of the greatest fears on this planet. So maybe that's a factor as well. And maybe my sense of humor is a factor. I mean, all of that, all of that. So while I'm still in a human body, he's using me. And we're partnering, and it's a very beautiful partnership. And recently, through the suggestion of one of my students who became a teacher under me, basically teaching the work that I teach, she really wanted me to write a book. And I had been writing another book, but that book was too complex. It's very complicated, and it requires a lot of philosophical underpinning, et cetera, et cetera. It's about multiple souls. But this subject matter of the seraphim work seemed more approachable. It can be spread more easily. It could be spread through telephone communication, television communication. It can be easily transferred, this work. So I chose to focus on this book, and it is my first book, and that's, it's very hard to bring into the world your very first book. So it was birthed only recently through a local publishing company, First World Publishing, and I'm very, very happy with the process so far. It's available widely, Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble. You can easily get it. And also a couple of bookstores right here, like Revelations has a few copies downstairs, and it'll be for sale at the back of the room later. So the format tonight is I will describe to you what is the Seraphim Blueprint. I might pass out a few sheets about that, and basically I want you to hold your questions for a while, and then towards the end, I'll let you ask as many questions as you like. I don't have enough for everyone, but I do have a few of these. You can share and pass them around when you're finished with them. And just to give you an overview of the Seraphim Blueprint, what it is as a whole, and then, there you go. I probably need one back so that I can see what I wrote. So anyway, this is an overall description, very short description of the Seraphim Blueprint as I received it in the last 13 years. And the system first came to this planet 13,000 years ago, and 13 seraphim were responsible for the system being imparted to us and to the people at the time.
You handed out different things.
Oh, did I? Yeah. Well, that's yeah. This is something else. This is a description of the initiations to be given out in the workshop this Saturday. So this is like a cheat sheet for Saturday, and I do want you all to see that too, and I want you to pass that around as well, so you get an idea as I'm talking what I'm doing on Saturday. This is a description of the whole blueprint, which has 6 levels, and I'll just briefly I think I'll briefly read this, okay? Seraphim Healing Level 1 is what is offered this weekend, and it's the foundation of the system. I didn't know that there was a system when the angels started imparting these energies to me in 1994. I was sitting in Berkeley, California. I was attending a workshop, sort of like a preview, like an intro like this tonight, of a workshop on Atlantean crystal healing. And I was very interested in that topic. And I went up to the teacher in the middle of the session when he had a short break. And I said, gee, I have this small white stone at home. It's egg-shaped. And my spirit guides have told me that it's connected to Atlantis. I wonder if you have an opinion on that. And he looked up around my head, like above he was a shorter man, so he looked up at me anyway, but I could see that he wasn't looking at my eyes. He was looking around me and above me, and he said, there's this huge angel standing behind you, and he's telling me that you and I need to work together to bring out a system that existed in Atlantean times. It's a mystery school, and it's died out, and he wants us to revive it. I went, wow. You know, I didn't know this person, except I respected him. I knew that he was an energy healer. This is in Berkeley, California.